Hello, everybody. My name is Andy. I wear bow ties because bow ties are cool, and I'm here to tell you what's going on this March at Great Lakes Science Center. Now, March is Math Month, so we are celebrating all month long. We have activities, we have shows, we have workshops. Here's what we're doing. We have a show called Math in Motion. It's all about math, exploring it in a bit of a different way, using a catapult and a trebuchet. That rhymed. I'm a poet, and I didn't even realize. We also have our hologram cart to explore the geometry of light and how it interacts with objects. Finally, we have our cow eye dissection. So you can sign up online or when you first enter the building. It does fill out fast, so make sure you get here before noon. The dissection itself is around 1 o'clock, so you don't want to miss it. We only do those on weekends, so you definitely don't want to miss out. We also have movies here at Great Lakes Science Center in our Cleveland Clinic Dome Theater, and of course we have all of our exhibits. Now, one of our exhibits, the Harmonograph, is a great demonstration of math. It explores it in a bit of a different way, but instead of doing calculations and numbers, it shows you the results of mathematics. So I'm going to explain that here. Here is our harmonograph. You can see it's a table suspended by cables, another rhyme, and there's a pen and some paper on a tray on that table. If you push on the harmonograph and kind of turn it a little bit, it will keep that motion going. So here I go. I'm going to trace out a line, and it's going to take that shape, and it's going to repeat it over and over and over. But you'll notice that there's a little bit of a gap there. That gap is because of friction. Whenever two things are touching, there's always friction, trying to keep them from moving. You can see the suspension there. And the way that this harmonograph is moving, it's very much like a string that's being plucked. So this video shows you how the harmonograph moves. And you could calculate that path that it's taking, how much friction there is, by measuring the distance between those lines. It's really cool. And if you make something with the harmonograph, you can actually take it home, which is really super awesome. You can show it to your friends, show it to your family. If you do take one home, definitely take a picture and share it on social media with the hashtag StayCuriousCLE. We have a new exhibit here at the Science Center opening March 25th. It's called The Science of Rock and Roll. So definitely check that out. You'll be able to see a little bit more of the science behind music and sound. And in April, we'll be exploring forces, but more on that to come. I have one final thing to show you. It is all about pi. One of the reasons why we celebrate math in March is because of Pi Day, 314. So I'm going to show you a quick calculation that you can do with pi. So let me switch to a different camera here. One moment. There we go. So I have a camera here, and I have aimed it at a nice piece of paper. And this piece of paper has some lines drawn on it. These lines are measurements of this glass. So you can see first that there's what is called the circumference of the circle. So that is the circle itself, the line that goes all the way around the circle. And then I drew a line in the middle, and that is the diameter. That is the width of the circle. And I also measured the height of the glass. That is 12 centimeters. Now, which do you think is longer? Do you think the circumference, the line that goes all the way around, do you think that's longer, or do you think the height is longer? Do you think this glass is taller, or do you think this part of the glass is taller? Do you think the height is taller, or this part of the glass? Do you think? Well, let's see what calculations we can make. If we take this number, 7 centimeters, if we take that and multiply it by pi, which is about 3.14159265358979323846264, and the rest, then we get 22. That is a lot more than 12. So it turns out that the circumference, this distance all the way around the circle, is more than the height of this glass. So you can try that activity at home. You can take something that you have at home that is cylinder shaped, just like that glass, and see if that height is more or less than the circumference. Now, you can find pi online, of course. You can find pi on a calculator, but you can also just take a string and wrap it around the glass and measure that, and then measure the height and compare them. So that's all I have for you. Thank you very much for joining me for today's video. If you're curious about the Great Lakes Science Center, you can visit our website at greatscience.com for more information about what we do here. And definitely check us out if you happen to be in the Cleveland area. So thank you very much. My name is Andy. Enjoy the rest of your day and stay curious.